Crossover films have been around for a long time. All of these movies provide fans the chance to see their favorite franchises meet. All of these flicks had enough entertainment value in these characters' meetings for viewers to be somewhat satisfied. Some performed better than others. Not all films can be considered grand slams, but these flicks made an excellent effort. Here are the top 10 times action movies crossed over. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen 2003. Alan Moore and Kevin O'Neill's beloved comic book series assembled heroes from various literary works, forming a sort of Victorian England Justice League. Unfortunately, Stephen Norrington's adaptation bears only a passing resemblance to the source material. It substitutes Dorian Gray and Tom Sawyer for Orlando, but all of the characters are as underdeveloped as the narrative. Nonetheless, seeing them all in the same room is a treat, especially with Sean Connery as Quarterman. It was his final film role, with the stress of the disaster reportedly prompting his retirement. Number 9. Freddy vs. Jason 2003. It's worth noting how many more crossover movies, especially before Marvel took over, featured villains rather than heroes. Fans love to argue about it, and no horror series from the 1980s or 1990s sparked more debate than A Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th. When Freddy vs. Jason premiered at multiplexes in 2003, fanfiction became a theatrical event. The actual bout, as is so frequently the case in these crossover battles, ended in a stalemate, lest one side wins bragging rights that could affect the other's future box office profits. Number 8. Alien vs. Predator 2004. After 30 years, The Predator has been famous for its frequent transition between many pop culture titles. The 2004 Alien vs. Predator film comes as no surprise to anyone who has read the books or played the games. The plot revolves around the conflict between the savage xenomorphs and the prize hunters, the Yautja. The film, like Freddy vs. Jason, exclusively appeals to devotees of their respective film franchises. In its defense, it ranked first at the box office on its first weekend. Number 7. Van Helsing 2004. In this mashup of famous Universal horror monster films, vampire hunter Van Helsing faces werewolves and Frankenstein's monster on his mission to eliminate Count Dracula. The film was critically lambasted at its initial release and does not live up to its potential. As expected, there is more action and CGI than character development or narrative. Hugh Jackman, on the other hand, plays a fantastic Van Helsing with an arsenal fit for a monster hunter. Kate Beckinsale joins him in the fight. Watch it for the action and the creatures, and you'll have a good time. Number 6. The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift 2006. Sung Kang made his film debut as Han Lu in Justin Lin's 2002 crime thriller Better Luck Tomorrow, and when Line was selected to direct the Fast and Furious franchise's third installment, Tokyo Drift, he chose Kang to reprise his role. Han appeared in both the prequels and the sequels. Line and Kang have both admitted that the characters are the same, with Better Luck Tomorrow serving as a backstory. In the Fast and Furious film, hence penchant for minching is a technique for him to avoid smoking, which he used to do. Number 5. The Avengers 2012. The Avengers introduced a new element to the crossover film, an overarching strategy. Marvel, on the other hand, had the Avengers in mind from the moment Samuel L. Jackson emerged from the shadows of Iron Man's post-credits scene. They spent 4 years and 4 films preparing for the project. Their efforts were rewarded with massive ticket sales and a legion of die-hard fans who wanted more of this type of big, multi-film storytelling in the future. Number 4. Lake Placid vs. Anaconda 2015. Sci-Fi is well known for its numerous sequels and crossovers. The most notable film is Lake Placid vs. Anaconda. The Anaconda picture garnered a cult following because of its cast, and the first Lake Placid film gained a following due to its depiction of a big deadly alligator. In comparison to other crossovers, this one is quite ridiculous and primarily a popcorn movie. The special effects are notably awful by 2015 standards. After all, it's just a movie about 2 big creatures battling. Number 3. Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice 2016. Until it was announced, a Batman-Superman crossover film seemed like a pipe dream. These were the two most powerful superheroes in history. Both continue to be major box office attractions on their own. They didn't require a crossing. These superheroes weren't going to meet. They were going to beat the snot out of each other. That was the main attraction. Number 2. Spider-Man: No Way Home 2021. Spider-Man comics have been published since the 1960s and have been adapted into numerous films. In terms of modern-day releases, however, audiences are separated between 3 generations: Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is defined as crossovers between Marvel superheroes, but Spider-Man: No Way Home takes an approach that can only be described as top-tier Spider-Man material. Number 1. Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. The kaiju genre originated in Japan, where pitting huge animals against one another or destroying cities is a frequent plot device. Monsters in Hollywood didn't frequently match up in terms of size until King Kong arrived in the 1930s and Lovecraftian terror found its way to film. With the release of Godzilla vs. Kong, Hollywood provides its perspective on what makes this genre so popular in other countries. The battle is both famous and popular among fans. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.